Amisha, introduce yourself.
Ma'am, I hail from Panipat, Haryana. I have done my schooling from Panipat only. In 2018, I enrolled myself in BBA LLB from UPS Dehradun. I stayed there for 5 years and I was consistent and disciplined throughout my graduation. That was rewarded by my college authorities by a silver medal. Ma'am, in 2023, after completing my graduation, I moved to Delhi for my disciplined and consistent preparation for judiciary. And ma'am, for past 2 years, I am wholly dedicated and disciplined and consistent studying for these services. And it's an honor for me to be here today,
Amisha, tell me something about Haryana which is not famous. 3 points.
which is not famous.
3 points, yes.
Yes, ma'am. Of course. Ma'am, many of the people doesn't know that Haryana doesn't only mean that people here are Haryanvi only, but we do speak other languages as well, like Punjabi, English, or maybe some other languages as per the religions and as per the other places. Ma'am, in Haryana, we do admire a lot of uh, desi ghee and the kind of wheat thing. So we do like to eat bajra, desi ghee, and these are the famous things. Also, ma'am, in Haryana, that is very well kept as like people are from rural area and they do agriculture for their survival, but that is not whole truth. That is only just a stereotype I would like to mention here. We do work in companies and MNCs also.
Okay. So, why did you choose Himachal Pradesh?
Ma'am, my dream was to become a judicial officer, and that was not restricted to the geographical limits anytime. I never restricted myself by the boundaries, and my aim was to serve India. So we all are citizens of India. So rather than just restricting myself with the geographical boundaries, I kept myself open, and FP is a very nice opportunity for me. So I like to settle here.
Okay. Who is the current Law Minister of Haryana?
Uh, Shri Mahipal Dhandar, Sarji.
Okay. Can you name a few legislations enacted in India for the welfare of children?
Yes, ma'am, of course. Ma'am, primarily it's Juvenile Justice Act of 2015, which is for the prevention and rehabilitation of juveniles. Then it comes with the Protection of Children from Sexual Offences Act, which is of 2012. Other than that, ma'am, there are other acts like Prevention of Child Marriage Act, Child Marriage Restraint Act, and the provisions are embedded in other major laws as well. Like in IPC, we do have the provision related to the trafficking of child, miscarriage of child, amending them, and the procedure laid down in CRPC for the trial of child who are of minor ages and for their probation. So, ma'am, these are a few of the legislators.
Okay. What is the DGP of your state?
My apologies, ma'am. I'm not aware about this right now, but I'll surely look into this.
Tell me the names of three international players from Haryana.
Of course, ma'am. Ma'am, for mostly it's Sri Neeraj Chopra ji who won gold for our country. Another is ma'am Sakshi Mittal ji, who also won gold medal for our nation. She is in boxing, and ma'am, third one I couldn't recall her name, but she is somewhere very respectful and known as Fogart. So she also works as an international player.
Okay. Out of all the serving presidents of India, who do you think fascinated you the most?
Ma'am, in my humble opinion, I would, with due respect, mention that I do admire and adore every president till now, but the one who personally connected me was Srimati Draupadi Murmu ji, because I was fascinated how she got the opportunity, how well she is serving, how well she is respecting all the ceremonies which she attends, and I do adore her every activity.
Okay. What is your opinion about the Nepal situation right now?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, the situation in Nepal is a bit disturbing since the huge amount of protest is going on there. Ma'am, the major fact about the Nepal is that it is also known as a Gen Z protest. So that shows the awareness in our generation that they want the rights, they want the transparency, and now they are taking step for the accountability from the government. So in past years, there has been a lot of political activities which were neglected by us, but now the Gen Z is taking proactive steps, which shows the actual movement by our generation by asking the transparency from the political parties. So, in my opinion, that is a very much needed and very nice step from the Gen Z.
Okay. By whom and when was the Operation Sindoor initiated?
Ma'am, after the terrible attack in Pahalgam, with the village near Pahalgam, when many of our Indians were killed there brutally by some movement of Lashkar Taiwan, our Honorable Prime Minister uh, ordered for Operation Sindoor, which was ordered after a few days of Pahalgam terror attack. So that was an answer to that war attack.
How is Gen Z different from millennials?
Ma'am, the major difference lies in the terminology, where the people who are born in 90s are known as millennials and the people born after 2000 are Gen Z. Ma'am, it is to be stated that Gen Z is a generation which was well equipped with the modern devices and technology, whereas millennials were the people who were much highly reliable on the papers, playing outside games. But the Gen Z is all about the technology and tech friendly, we could say that.
Okay.
What is artificial intelligence?
Yes, sir. Sir, it is a body of system which collects together to form and to do the act which the by the intelligence collecting data and it does the human job as well.
Can AI replace judges in future?
So, in my humble opinion, no, it cannot. It can never replace the judges, but it could only assist the judges.
Okay. What is the difference between judicial review and judicial activism?
Yes, sir. So judicial review is a system where the honorable court checks if the acts or any statutory framework is within the constitutional boundaries, whereas judicial activism is a step taken by the court suo motu for preventing some act and for preventing the violation of the constitution.
What is the procedure for amendment of Indian Constitution?
Yes, sir. So the procedure of amending the Indian Constitution is laid under Article 368 of Indian Constitution, which states that there must be there must be a majority before amending the Indian Constitution. Also, sir, as per the Keshwananda Bharati versus State of Kerala, it was clearly stated by Honorable Court by 13 benches by the bench that the basic foundational structure of the constitution could not be amended.
How is equality before law different from equal protection of laws?
Yes, sir. Sir, Article 14 of the Indian Constitution states like there is a right to equality as a fundamental right. Sir, equal protection of law means every person will be protected and treated similarly and alike, whereas equal protection of law states that like should be treated like and alike should be treated alike.
What do you mean by anti-defection law?
So that was the law which was introduced by 10th schedule by the 51st Amendment. And it states that the party are not allowed to change their party very frequently, and they couldn't call it off. So yes, sir, that was the anti-defection law.
And what is the difference between advisory jurisdiction and original jurisdiction of Supreme Court?
Yes, sir. So generally, the Supreme Court doesn't have the original jurisdiction, which includes the private matters between the individuals. But when there is a party of union or state, then the court, Honorable Supreme Court has the original jurisdiction. So in advisory jurisdiction, it is related to when the Honorable President seeks advice from Supreme Court on some matter, then the Supreme Court is bound to give that advice to the Honorable President. So that is a advisory jurisdiction, and original jurisdiction, which is for the matters adjudicating between the government and state.
And what is the procedure for removal of Supreme Court judges?
Yes, sir. Sir, Article 124 states about the of the Indian Constitution states about the judges. So they could be removed if they are proved, if it has been proved that they had the incapacity to act, and they misbehaved, and on that basis, by the majority of the council, the Supreme Court judges could be removed.
What is the present sanction strength of the Supreme Court judges?
So, as far as my knowledge is concerned, it is 33.
33. And how do you perceive the balance between development project and environmental protection in Himachal Pradesh?
Yes, sir. So, in my opinion, every rose comes with a thorn. Like, we do need development in Himachal Pradesh, but the development must not hamper the environment, since Himachal is known for its beautiful scenery, so that must not be infringed by the development. Everything must be balanced out. If there is a development, so there must be assurance that proper balance out needs to be made. There must be reforestation if there is any chopping or trimming of the mountains. Also, sir, if any person violates those principles, the principles of precautionary must be uh, actually availed, like better safe than sorry.
Okay. What is a void marriage?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, void marriage is defined under Section 11 of Hindu Marriage Act, which states that marriage which is null and void, which does not exist per se. So there are circumstances like if the person has been already married and a living wife, which is known as bigamy marriage, then the second marriage will be void. Another circumstances like the parties are in Sapinda relationship or a prohibited relationship. So in that scenario also, the marriage will be void.
Okay. What advice would you give Amisha, who is in her preparatory phases?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I will advise her to be more up to date with the legal GK, since she is not very much aware about the legal GK and about the other aspect of international affairs as well.
How many rivers are there in Himachal?
5 rivers.
Can you name them?
Yes, ma'am. Ravi, Beas, Satluj, Chenab, and Ravi, Beas, Satluj, Chenab, and I couldn't recall the fifth one.
No problem. Where do you see yourself 10 years from now?
Yes, ma'am. Sitting in the court and serving justice to the people, and feeling like it is like dream come true for me.
What is that one thing you would like to change about yourself?
Ma'am, I am overly dedicated towards my studies, and I hardly take out any personal time out of my schedules. One thing I would like to change about myself is to take some personal time to go out, run, or to do whatever I like the most, like meditation, running, or maybe reading some more frequent books, visiting good libraries.
Okay. What is voidable contract?
Voidable contracts are those contracts which are not foreseeable by court because of the circumstances like presence of coercion, misrepresentation, fraud, etc.
What is doctrine of frustration?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, doctrine of frustration has been laid down under Section 56 of Indian Contract Act, which states that when any circumstances exist which makes it impossible to perform the contract, which was laid down by our Honorable Court in Satya Brata Ghosh versus Mugni Ram case, then the contract will be deemed to be frustrated and the party will not bound to perform those contract.
Do you read newspapers?
I'm not very frequently.
Okay. When did you last read a newspaper?
When I was preparing for my means and I tried to studying and grabbing the Hindi words, so I started reading Hindi paper daily for there was a newspaper called Jan Satta. So there's some editorial page in that. So I used to read that pages.
What is
And
your
for
style?
GK, I
Okay.
yes,
What kind of books do you prefer to read?
ma'am. For relief of stress, I try to read fictional books.
Can you name two of them? Your favorite one?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, my favorite one is always the Colin Hoover, and I used to read her books. So I till now I have read 3 books from her. Another one is, ma'am, it's from Stuti Changle, and she wrote her first book, You Only Live Once. So I took away a lot of things from her book.
What are the different type of offenses defined under POCSO Act?
Yes, sir. Sir, there are offenses like penetrative assault, aggravative penetrative assault, sexual harassment, aggravative sexual harassment, pornography, and sexual harassment act, sir.
Okay. What is the anticipatory bail?
Sir, Section 438 of CRPC states about the anticipatory bail, which is an apprehension of arrest.
Can anticipatory bail be granted in POCSO cases?
No, sir, it cannot be.
There is bar.
Sir, there is no express bar, but it is stated under section only that if the offense is of such nature that it will hamper the society, and if the offense is of too much gravity, then the anticipatory bail could not be given.
Is the identity of child victim protected under the POCSO Act?
Yes, sir, absolutely. There is a protection of identity of child under POCSO Act.
Which section?
So, in my opinion, as far as I can recall it, it is under Section 28 of Protection of Children from Sexual Offences Act, which states that it must be ensured that the identity of the child must not be disclosed during the trial.
Why is the Himachal Pradesh Court Act important for judicially aspirant?
Yes, sir. So, because that lays down the hierarchy of the courts, the powers and authorities, the procedural part, like from which court the appeal goes on, what are the amount and pecuniary limit of the courts, and what are the different organs present.
What is the hierarchy of civil courts under HP Court Act?
Yes, sir. So it is civil judge junior division, then goes up to the civil judge senior division, then goes up and it is to the district judge, and the lowest judge will be the court of small causes.
What are the different categories of forest under Indian Forest Act?
So there are 3 kinds of categories: reserved, protected, and village forest.
What is shifting cultivation?
So Section 10 of Indian Forest Act states about the shifting cultivation, which states that the land has been used for different kind of cultivations.
Can a forest officer arrest a person without warrant?
Yes, sir, he can. There are particular offenses.
What is English mortgage?
Ma'am, English mortgage is a kind of mortgage which is defined under Section 58 of Transfer of Property Act, wherein the person sells a property to the mortgagee with the condition that in case of repayment or the person will be retransfer the property to the mortgager.
A Hindu guy marries in India, right? After a few years, he goes abroad and remarries, correct? Will he be guilty for bigamy? Yes, no,
Yes, ma'am.
why?
Yes, ma'am, he will be guilty because Hindu law is not restricted to the India only, but wherever the Hindu person will go, he'll take the personal law with him. So that will have the extraditorial jurisdiction.
How do you deal with it?
I do meditation and I go for running.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.